Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're back with more Avernum. Last time we stopped the slime plague. And having stopped the slime plague, we're now heroes of the world, I believe. So everyone should give us all of their gold and all of their magical items. You reach a watch post at the very southwest corner of the continent of Avernum. You have a perfect view of the ocean, stretching out far, far beyond view to the south and west. You walk out onto the sand and feel salt spray dotting your face. After years in the caves, you had forgotten that something so awe-inspiringly vast could exist. Staring out over this huge distance gives you a feeling of both wonder and vertigo. Soon, however, it passes, and it's time to journey on. Well, okay. Hey, those blobs are fleeing from me. You find a group of dreaded slimes. They seem ill, they move around very slowly, and they shed small bits of themselves as they slither around. They must be falling apart now that the alien slime is dead. You draw a weapon and put them out of their misery. Oh, okay, so they still move around the map, but if I catch up with them, they just die. Right, what do we got over here? Caves. This is clearly an area that relies heavily on mining. You have found a carefully dug tunnel into the earth, shored up by thick logs and guarded by two nasty-looking soldiers. Do you enter? Yes. You wander into the mine and assume roughly escorted out again. Claim jumpers are a common hazard out here in these harsh lands, and nobody is taking a chance of fraternizing with strangers. As they hustle you out, you try to mention that you were responsible for eradicating the slimes from Krisan province. Sadly, they couldn't care less. Is it the same here? It is exactly the same here. Right, what's this place? More slimes. Oh, come here, you little bastards. Oh no. There we go. I am now in Pergies. Right, we'll do our usual trick of running around the outside of town to see. See? I fucking knew it. Already, exploring the outside of town is profitable. Oh, hello. Why don't you want to flee? Box 7. And I will flame you. And now you're all very dead. How does that feel? You're just normal guards. I'll take the shovel though. I can sell that for a gold. More? See, these are worth 30 each. That's 240 gold I've just made, just by wandering around outside town. Marvellous. Marvellous. Right, in we go. When you pass through the gate, you're immediately afflicted by a cloud of dust. It assails your eyes and lungs, gets caught in your armor, and makes the inside of your mouth taste like mud. Piles of ore are scattered everywhere, and the air is grey. Welcome to Pergies, mining capital of Krisan province. You can hardly wait to leave. Well, I see. That's a load of trash, which we now know we don't want to do anything with. Let's do a quick hustle around before we open any doors, see if there's any important people that just so happen to like wander around. I can some stealing. I can take some shovels. Susie! Hello, Susie. You think that this girl might be about 10. However, she's so covered by grime and ore dust that she could be any age from 4 to 16. Hi, I'm Susie, she says. What are you doing? I'm looking for slimes. Isn't that dangerous? They're big and nasty, and when I see one, I yell so the guards can kill them. Don't you get frightened of the slimes? No, I want to be a big adventurer and go to Avernum. Why did you pick Avernum? I hear there are weird pale people down there, and big evil monsters, and I can fight them and get treasure. What would you do with the treasure? Be rich and famous, so then you'll be happy? Yeah, and then I can go to bed whenever I want. She squats on the ground and picks at a scab on her knee reflectively, pondering this wondrous fate. You mean pale like me? Yeah, she stops and thinks. A lot like you. Better be careful, people might think you're from Avernum, and are big monsters and stuff. There are a lot of monsters in Avernum. Monsters are bad. Okay, right, well that's you done, Susie. Thanks for the chat. That was the wrong button. It does make you realize how few of these places have windows. I accidentally took a rock. I don't want the rock. Anything else in here worth taking? No? This is a storeroom for processed ore. Crates and barrels of charred rock wait to be dealt with, awaiting a fiery end in one of the smelters. I'm going to take your shovels, and you're going to like it. Right, who's in here? Tinker. Don't want me to steal any of your stuff. The Tinker looks up from a rather intricate repair job. You can't help but feel that his face looks familiar somehow. I'm known as Mary. Welcome to my shop. Mary watches you expectantly, trying to detect willingness to buy something. What sort of shop is this? My siblings and I run shops such as this all over Valorim. I have a host of fine tools you can purchase. Also, I deal in used goods. Any supplies you no longer want, you can sell to me. You have many siblings? Yes, my parents were well blessed with children, and they taught us, well, the toolsmithing trade. We have since left home and spread all over Valorim, opening shops and plying our trade. You may have visited one of my brothers' or sisters' shops. You'd be able to tell because of our unfortunate naming situation. Unfortunate? How so? Oh, are they all called Mary? My parents were somewhat uncreative, so they gave us all the same name, yeah. Okay, another copy-paste. Kind people, our parents, talented with their hands, but perhaps not at the optimum level of intelligence. How many kids did your parents have? Not sure. I left home before they were finished. They brought many of us into the world and taught us well. However, when it came to naming us, it was an unfortunate situation. Okay, what have you got? Sell all of my junk for 95. 95? Hang on. Those crystals are worth fucking 30 each. I wonder if that's buy price. Outrageous. Keep in line. So we have a guard, a chest with only things to steal, and a door with more only things to steal, and a chest hidden down here with only things to steal. I can't steal anything because the guard is right there. I can, however, take that pan. And I can probably take these, can't I? Yes, yes. Doesn't look like there's anyone particularly important in this place. What's this place called? Pogies, something like that. Pergies. Let me just make a quick note. Because when I get spells that can get rid of these barriers, I'll go around and see what they're hiding. That's my plan. Oh, hello, chef again. I'm going to take your teacup and your teapot. How much does all that sell for? 4 coins. Cool. Nice. Thanks, chef. So I can steal some fish. Or not, as the case may be. What's in here? Ilsa, a named person. You can't get there. Aww. The bar is being tended by a large and vigorous woman in a black leather jerkin. She has dirty blonde hair and a tanned face, covered with smudges of grit. I'm Ilsa, care for a drink? She points to the row of empty mugs, none of which are clean, and none of which will ever be clean again. What can I get at this inn? We have the standard inn fare. Beer is 2 coins and a room is 20. Room's expensive, but very, very nice. And not much to worry about slimes. Why do you charge so much? We only have 2 rooms after all. Have to make the money, what money off them we can. Do you have much of a slime problem? She sighs. They say slimes are all dead, but there's still a few of them around. I tried to keep my daughter indoors, but she won't have any of it. Who's your daughter? Her name's Susie. She'll be around here somewhere, that little tomboy. I just hope if she sees a slime, she has the sense to run instead of throwing rocks at it, or trying to make it a pet, or some other insane thing like that. I have another question. No, I don't. She tries to say something, but is interrupted by a bout of coughing. Cough, cough. Paolo? You have magical notes, and I would like them. Why is taking your money not stealing, Paolo? A man with dark skin and intense expression sits at the table, reading a prayer book. He seems strangely unconcerned that you just barged into his room. He wears ominous blood-red robes. Welcome, pilgrim. I am simply called Paolo, a traveller, a teacher. So why are you staying at this inn? I am a humble priest wandering the lands and spreading my teachings. For now, I have found this village a pleasant place to stay. So you're humble. Sometimes it is a struggle to be humble, considering the foolishness and idiocy I must encounter every day, but I manage. Why do you like this village? Pergis is pleasant and far from most of the monsters that afflict Avernum. I plan to stay here for some time. Alas, not all in this area are entirely savoury. What area did you find most unsavoury? The village of Delis to the south is a rather immoral place, for example. In fact, some people there, and I consider them only barely human, committed the theft of a package of my herbs. Perhaps I can recover your stolen herbs. Delis is the home to all manner of pirate scum. I know for a fact that one of them took a package of herbs from a ship coming from the north, and that it's hidden in a back room in the inn there. I'd reward well someone who brought that package to me. Just be careful. Those parasites protect their own. What do you teach? His face beams. Ah, you wish to take the path to enlightenment. Are you more interested in philosophy or magic? Magic, please. I know several simple rituals, which may easily be adapted to the workings of your faith. Alas, I need to eat. I will require a small fee should you wish to purchase my knowledge. Fair enough. Summon Shade? Yes, please. There's no point in giving anyone else these spells because they don't have priest spells. And I don't think it's really worth giving them priest spells either. Cool. Have another question. What do you teach? Philosophy sounds intriguing. I teach the divinely inspired philosophy of divine independence. What is divine independence? We've been given by our creators the greatest gift of all, the ability to act as independent creatures. This has a much ignored accompanying responsibility, however, the responsibility to remain independent. Those who lose their independence are parasites. One should only take from others as part of a fair trade. So you don't care about the sick, poor, or young. Let's just say that the other churches are perfectly free to saddle themselves with the poor and crippled. We take only those who can help us, and who want the divine freedom to not help others. What sorts of fair trades? He thinks for a bit. Fair trades take all forms. For example, I recently tried to obtain a package of herbs for my art. Parasites took my herbs from me in a crude act of theft. I found your package. You present Paolo's herbs to him. Did you have any trouble? You tell him what happened. Oh, too bad. Well, your reward is well earned. He pulls out a fine silk tunic and hands it to you. This is a lovely garment, but it's not useful to me. A fair trade for service rendered. What was that package? Scribane herb, a useful herb for meditation. I give it to my acolytes. It maintains their alertness and loyalty. Okay. What's an Arananaya silk vest? %6 chance. %5 chance to power. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So that's 10% cold resistance, and yours is currently plus 10% blessings, which is just better. I have so many gold rings now, I don't need them. Let's start putting some of these into the junk and we can get them sold. Are you ever going to use a shield? I think by the time you're able to use a shield, surface life. I don't know if I need any of these books, you know. 15 ways to kill. Like those I definitely need, I know that. I know that. Thick wool tunic, we can probably get rid of now, can't we? They have so many teleporter notes. What are they for? Value 300. Okay, well, if I'm going to need them, I'm only going to need one, aren't I? Sheet of papyrus. Why don't you give all the papyrus to the mage? In fact, let's start being a bit more sensible about who has what. You give that to him. Right, what do you need? Radiates ice. Give that to him. So magic stuff. You can have ale because you're a warrior, and you can have all the food because I think you will probably be the one to use food the most. In terms of herbs, it obviously goes to the healer. That is a spell scroll. You can have some light. Yeah, you can have bandages. Shielding potion, sure. That is a spine shield. I don't know if that's a... Okay, well, yeah, you have that then. Piercing crystal is for barriers. That goes to him. Food. More lights. More food. Crude broadsword. That can go. Food. Energy potions go to him. Herbs go to her. Grey mold is for creating herbs. That's food. Mandrake root can go to her. A spear and a fine spear. We'll sell one, keep the other just in case. You have a gold ring we can sell. Food. A necklace we can sell. And a lamp. Right. You might as well have that. That's a ring we can sell. Animal skins, yeah, you can have that. Do you have a helmet on? Yes, you do. So that and that can go. We'll keep that just in case you need it at a later date, and we'll keep that in case you need it at a later date. Iron short sword. Weighs... Yeah, let's just get rid of it. Throwing weapons we'll keep with you for now. Papyrus can go to the mage. You can have a few light sources yourself. So that can go. Spine shield can go to him. Herbs to her. Herbs. Bronze braces. Encumbers mages. Not as good. Silver necklace goes in there. That is speed potion. Makes sense. Surface life can go there. Iron shield is... What's that? 12, 12. Replaces that. Rusty helmet can fuck off. Iron breastplate, don't need two of them. That is a crafting material. Fuck it, you can have it, yeah. Lava fired spear, where the fuck did I get that from? Let's give that to him, but I don't think I will need it too much. Right, you have got candles, you've got notes from Anaximander. You can have the healing. You can have some lights. You can have these ones, some food. You get those though. You do have the book and the bandit map. Ale can go to him. Another bandit map. I probably only need one of those. Healing herbs. Focusing crystal. Papyrus. Scroll of lightning. Those things. Cell shade. Can only be used once before resting. An egg sack. I don't think I need. Then what have we got? Stone destruction. Don't think I need that. That's an energy. You can have a candle. Let's get rid of that. You're not going to do anything with a shield. Get rid of that. He has the wine. Slime map we need one of. Papyrus go to him. Fine leather goes to him. Oozing wand. Right, you can have the wands. Ale goes to him. Tearing the bodice we don't need. Spine shield. Did I keep with him? Okay, that makes sense. And then Spell Ward. Marvellous. Right, thanks for your help, Paolo. What do you mean I can't get there? think I have been in everywhere. What a useless town. Amazing. Right, let's continue our adventures. That's exactly the same. What's in here? This is clearly an area that relies heavily on mining. You have found a carefully dug tunnel into the earth. 2 nasty soldiers. Not far inside the mine entrance you find a small foundry. Rich iron ore from the mine below is brought up and processed in small batches using small but intensely hot magical fires. You don't have to wait for long before a mage approaches you, flanked by 2 massive guards. The mage says, "I am Ragos. Greetings. Do you come for good or ill?" You explain you were just exploring and he relaxes. "Well," he says, "I'm afraid we can't let you stay. We're very busy, and you'll get in the way. However, before you go, I should mention that we produce excellent metal here at a fraction of the normal cost. We can give you a great deal if you're interested." Are you? Yeah, why not? Okay, so I can buy very cheap stuff from these guys. Is that they only have 3? If I buy one of those, for example. Okay. Thanks, Ragos, or whatever you're called. Right, who's going to do the crafting? I guess my rogue can hold on to the crafting shit. Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Lizards. You see some large cave lizards, the sort that live in parts of Avernum. Somehow, this group has escaped onto the surface. You could prevent the surface dwellers from having to deal with them. Yeah, okay. I will. Nice. Just bow and arrow it. You're pathetic, lizards. Pathetic. Alright, let's see where this goes. Oh, just a little shortcut over to that side of the map, I guess. Oh, more unicorns. Hello. It's been a while. I have a feeling I'm probably a little bit too powerful for you these days. I'm very sorry about it. What was that? That was Pergy's. Down there is Delan. Okay. Let's keep exploring this part of the map, I guess. See if there's anything... What were you? You encounter a group of goblins. They are spying on the tunnel near into the nearby hill. They sneak around, slipping from rock to rock, trying to see into the darkness. They don't see you. Then we attack. Oh, he's so close to just killing in one bow and arrow hit. Everyone's getting zero experience from goblins now. Oh well. What is this? You work your way down into a high-ceilinged, foul-smelling cavern. There are bits of bone and fur all over the place. This is the lair of a particularly feral and nasty humanoid. Is it? Is it? The sign says, Gukbar lives here. Keep out or be eaten. Okay. You see a tiny glimmering light floating in the corner, hovering above the pool. As you move closer, it floats towards you. It looks like a tiny glowing girl with moth's wings. What do you do? Wait. The tiny sprite flies a few inches from your face. She looks very upset. She says in a shrill, piping voice, "Yay, big heroes have come to rescue us. My mistress, Illyri, has been captured by the bad giant Gukbar, but you can save her. I know you can. There's a secret way in. Gukbar sleeps just north of his gate. Stay away from him. He's mean. Illyri is in a cell way to the north. Sneak around Gukbar's cave and you'll be fine and can rescue her. Yay!" The sprite flies through the wall to the west. Okay. If that's the way to go, I wanna go see what's around here. A toilet. Marvelous. Right. What are the chances that that little sprite is actually on the giant side? Nice. Don't miss. Thank you. Oh, there's a lot more. How many bat? Unstable fire bat. The fuck? Maybe we target the fire bats first. You, however, only have fire spells. Is this gonna work? It's immune. Of course it is. However, you have icy wind. Come on, that's gotta work against fire bats, right? Parry, parry, and miss. Okay. And you're now terrified. Great. Okay. Let's try again. What the fuck happened there? I think they explode when they die. Which means everybody else. In fact, actually, come on, let's not days. Come on. Let's haste us all up. You get in here and shield everybody. Alright, here they come. Right, focus on the fire bats first. Or miss. Nice. Okay, there we go. Mage spells. You don't have anything that's going to hurt a fire bat, but you could shoot a bow and arrow at them. And then if you... Oh, you still have another turn. Well done. So close. Right, what's your... Just don't quite reach it. What about if you move to here? There we go. There we go. take your clay jug. Okay, fire bat's bad. We know this now. The floor ahead slopes sharply down to another tunnel. The ceiling down there is extremely low. The back tunnels aren't large enough to fit someone large, like, say, a giant. If you keep going, you can drop down into the giant's caves. You're at the top of the slope. Do you slide down into the giant's lair? You'll have to find another way out. Yeah, why not? You take the herbs, and we can sell those. That's a dead end. You poke your head into the massive central cave of the dungeon. Your attention is occupied by Gukbar, a massive, twisted, hairy giant. It sits slumped against the west wall, asleep. It snores deeply. You can smell the ale on its breath from here. You might be able to slip by as long as you don't get too close. Let's go and see what else we've got in Gukbar's cavern. Cave slimes. I think you're probably no match for me, cave slimes. I'm sorry to do this. But you also have nothing that I might like. There's a body over there. I wonder if I can get round. Did I come to this wall? That wall looks suspicious, doesn't it? It does not look suspicious. It's a normal wall. Right, that's where he is. You reach a large cell door next to a small window. Through the gate, you see a smelly, danky cell. A danky cell. The gate has a huge, impressive-looking lock. You'd like the key. The woman lying back on this pile of filthy furs has pale green skin, silvery hair, and amazingly lovely features. She must be one of the Dryads, a rare and legendary race. She stares blankly at the ceiling. At first, you think she doesn't notice you. I'm Illyri, she croaks. She's sick. She is sick. How did you wind up here? She coughs. I've been taken from my forest. Soon I will be beyond help. Which forest are you from? Why, any forest I live in. We Dryads must be out in the woods to survive. If I stay in this pit long, I will die. I am doomed if you do not help me. There is treasure if you can help. Do you know anything about the treasure? I'm a Dryad. I don't know about treasure. Gold is gold. If you free me, his treasure will be yours. Who keeps you in here? The giant Gukbar keeps me here. I could slip away, but this door has a magic lock. Who is Gukbar? Her eyes flash red. He is an ancient giant, my longtime enemy. He surprised me and carried me off. I would curse him mightily if I could be helped from this cell. Is there any way to defeat this lock? I saw some things when I was carried in. Gukbar has a key in the box where he sleeps. To get there, you would have to slip past Gukbar. How can I get past him? She makes a rough motion with her hand. She is pointing southeast. He is a drunk. Stay far from him, and you might get to his lair without him hearing you. Cool, thanks. Oh, wolves. Hello, wolfies. What have you got for me? Some bacon. Lovely. Even lovelier. I see the secret trapdoor. Oh yes, I do. A battle crystal. Ooh. Ooh. Is that the only thing around here? What a weird secret door. Right, should we do a quick save and then go and... Oh, he woke up very quick. I shoot you. I miss. I... Haste us all. You're now stunned as well. Fuck. Wow, shit. You... shield us. Okay. He might be too strong. Hopefully he attacks that. Please. Oh, I can go again. Let's give ourselves the curse as well. Right, you, my lady, heal him up. He did. Okay, perfect. Mighty blow. It didn't hurt him though. Why not? You do a flawless shot. So you're now ensnared. Okay, we're doing okay. What have we done? We're hasted. We have a beast. I guess just fire your fireball at him. And then do it again. You get down here, lady. And give us all a war blessing. No, summon a... It missed. And you missed. How fucking dare you, you giant son of a bitch. Right, let's just keep going. So we have a shade. You do basically fuck all, but never mind. Poisoning him is good though. That's melee, melee. Nearby foes, melee. That's the only ranged attack I've got. And that ensnares him. Okay, so with him being ensnared... With him being ensnared... She can probably do this to push him back. What the fuck was that? Oh no, I don't want to smite. I want to desperately heal some people. You come over down here. Wait, why did he miss his go? Okay, do a heal on him. What do we have? You need to summon a new dude. This delivers a devastating blow, doing extra damage and knocking back. But last time I don't think it did any damage. Let's see. I'm not sure. Let's do your flawless shot. You give us all some haste, please. And then with your haste, hopefully, yes, she gets 2 goes, which means I can heal you back up as well. Yeah, it's getting poisoned. Oh, he's so close. Let's just smite him. Fuck it. There we go. Down, down you go. Good. How are we all doing after that? Fairly intense combat. What is this? The Helm of Ka. Armor +7. Oh, sharpshooter and sniper. That's one for you, my friend. It weighs 8 as well, which is the same. We'll take that. We'll take that. Marvelous. This opens that. A kabob. Some javelins. You take the skins. nails. You can have the bread. Lovely crystal is just for sale. Swamp shoes. 4% with extra stuff. What have you got? You've got 4%. Everyone's got 4%. This is poison resistance and acid resistance. Yeah, go on then. You've already got a slime stained tunic. You can have the swamp shoes as well. Crude spear we can sell. That we can sell. You poke through the chest. It contains stinky furs, bits of bone, and other useless things. There's also a big rusty key. You take it. You don't find anything else of interest, but I do gain an item, Giant's Key. Speed potion for you, leather helmet. Oh, you have a poor leather helmet. Why don't you have a better leather helmet? How about that? And that we can get rid of, I think. Yeah. And some stones. Well, rocks. Is that definitely everything in here? Right, okay, let's come back up here, save the game, and see what this lady says. You reach a large cell door next to a small window. Through the gate you see a smelly dank cell. The gate has a huge impressive looking lock. You try the Giant's Key and the lock pops right open. Illyrie comes out of her prison, stops near you and smiles. You're so kind. You're such a kind adventurer. Mortals are rarely so nice to my people. And you even saved me the trouble of taking vengeance on Cookbar. I think I know what adventure is like as a reward. She waves her hand about, and gold coins begin to fall on your heads. As you gather them from the ground, she runs off. Oh. 200 coins, thank you, Illyrie. The box is full of junk, all left here by Gukbar's prisoners. At the top of the pile you see a long loop of fine coppery hair. It must have been left by the Dryad. It might be valuable. I will take it. I gain Dryad's hair. Which is exactly what I wanted. Right, good. Where else is there left to explore? I think... So I think I've done all of this bit now. That leads back to Fort Emergence. There might be a little bit more up there I need to do. There was that up there, which I think was here. This old bridge looks like it was hurriedly built and then left behind when it outlived its usefulness. It's still safe to cross, barely. Okay. Hello, unicorns. I would like to murder you all, please. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. Right, is there anything good around here that I can pilfer, I wonder? There's a large patch of alchemical herbs growing on the riverbank. Fresh roots that can be used in the making of healing potions. You think that you can dig up some useful materials? Okay. I received some healing herbs, which can go immediately to her. Oh, my mage leveled up. Intelligence, obviously. This is more points in mage spells, obviously. I'm now at maximum arcane lore as well. So do I make him a more effective mage, or do I start pumping skill points into like tool use or I think I'm probably doing okay with I'm thinking tool use, honestly. Because we still have locks that we can't do, don't we? It makes sense for me to kind of build that up. Because he's done now, he can't do anymore. So yeah, let's do that. Now what is this? You detect and dig up a hidden cache. You find healing elixir. Wonderful. Right. What's left? What day is it actually? It's day 12 currently. Investigate shader. So that's where they said they were having troubles as well. So I guess the question is, I might go back to Avernum and do. We had some bits that we. Or shall I just wait until I've got spells that can... Ha. Okay. New plan. We'll come down here, we'll come around here. We'll explore like... Oh, we'll fight some unicorns first. Are you actually going to give me experience? Why did I just do that? They give me 1 and 2 experience. Amazing. Ow. I'm recovering a little bit of magic every battle, I notice. Oh. A steel breastplate. Is that good? 28% armor. It is good for a tank. Quick use slot, by the way. Can I put spells in there? You can't cast spells when wandering the outside. Because that'd be nice. Edit the party. Oh! I never even noticed that that was a thing. Hehe. What is this? Nothing. Is that a body? You find the remains of an ogre and a giant lizard. The ogre's sword is between the lizard's ribs, and the lizard's teeth are around the ogre's throat. Ugly. Fortunately, the sword is still usable. I'll take it. A bronze broadsword. What are you currently equipped with? Bronze broadsword. Give it to him. He probably needs it. 26. You do. And then that can be sold. Lovely, 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 lovely. Right, what's down here? You begin the exhausting hike up into this narrow canyon. The mountains far from civilization, but not empty. Large, toothy lizards bask themselves in the sun on the slopes above you. Some of them look like they would regard you as a tasty snack. Okay. Sure enough, a small band of huge lizards is hungry and stupid enough to risk your blades for a taste of your legs. Odd, some of the lizards approaching you have a peculiar reddish hue. Oh no. Oh no! Right. Let me make sure, for a start. Okay, it doesn't explode, which is probably the most important thing. You can fireball just one of the normal dudes. Okay, they weren't nearly as scary as I thought they might be. I thought maybe it'd be like the bats where you kill them, they explode. I would love to put those on my quick bar. There we go. As you move farther into the valley, you see less of the lizards, but the ones you do see are much larger. You also often see large scorch marks on the ground. You reach the top of the valley and find a large cave entrance, smelling of sulfur. You listen and hear nothing inside, so you step inside. A short walk farther in, you can see a pile of coins and other goods on the cave floor, surrounded by withered, alarmingly large green scales. The scales surround a lot of loot. Some of those scales are very large, like the size of shields. So it's a dragon. Take it. As you walk to the end of the cave, stepping on lizard scales as you go, you find a storehouse of gold. There's a pot of coins, the newest minted a century ago, sitting in the middle of an empty lair. You debate whether to take the coins or not. As you ponder the issue, however, you hear a throaty laugh. A small dragon, flanked by fire lizards, walks in to greet you. It laughs and says, "At long last, I can add to my hoard." Then it attacks. At least the gold will be yours if you live. Ow. Don't miss. Stop missing. Holy moly. Okay. Let's reload. This might be doable. Take it. Okay. They are the less dangerous of them. Let's get haste on everyone. And then hopefully... Fuck. Wait, why did he get 2 goes? Right, if people are gonna die the moment I walk in. But take it. Okay. get why he's hasted. I don't get why he gets 2 goes in a row. I think this fight's probably beyond me. For now. So where's this? North. This is North Fort Emergence. Dragon. Okay. We'll be back, dragon. We'll be back. Why can't I move? Don't miss. It's no wonder we keep fucking up. Fuck you. Oh, I forgot to take the horns. I need the horns to sell. What are you? You meet a band of ragged refugees. There are about a dozen of them, unarmed and hungry, carrying all of their belongings on their backs. They don't look nervous when they see you. They don't seem worried that you're bandits. Probably. Whatever they're running from is much worse. You speak with them for a while. Once you realize how hungry they are, you also share some of your food with them. They're from the villages of Silvar and Perkis. They travelled up here to get away from the slimes. They don't seem to be aware of what you did to the slimes. You tell them of your battle with the alien beasts and the happy results. They look at your armor and weapons and they believe you. The woman who leads the group says, "Thank you for finding us and telling us of events. We will return and try to rebuild our homes. Safe travels to you. You have our gratitude." The refugees quickly depart. Well, that's nice. This looks like a foresty forest. This natural grove is far too peaceful and well tended to be entirely natural. You listen carefully and soon you hear singing from inside. A female voice, very lovely and very sad. Do you enter? Yes. You walk quietly into the grove. The moment you set foot inside, however, all noise, be it singing, chirping, or the rustling of leaves, ceases. Everything is deathly quiet. A female form walks from the woods, delicate, beautiful, clad in leaves. You get nervous. It's a dryad, and she doesn't look happy. She looks you up and down. Adventurer. Humph. That's all I need. Here I am, overwhelmed with utter sadness, and in addition, I have to deal with big, smelly oafs tromping my begonias. I have half a mind to make you grow the ears of an ass, or be forever cursed, or something like that. But I am merciful, like nature herself. If you can improve my mood, I will spare you. I sense there is something so lovely not far from here. I am sad because it has been hundreds of years since I have seen something truly beautiful. I'm sure you understand, and you might be able to make me feel better. Do you have something beautiful to show me? I said yes. I'm not sure if that was the right move. The Dryad looks at you intently. She stares at your packs with such intensity you suspect she may be able to see through them. Then she looks at you angrily and stamps her foot. You don't have anything pretty at all. She turns up her nose in the air. I have half a mind to take you and make you my slaves forever, but I'm a nice Dryad. Just go away, and don't come back without something pretty. She waves her hand and you fall asleep. When you wake up again, you're outside the grove. You feel drained. You were knocked unconscious or received vicious wounds. Your abilities will be less effective until you return to base to rest. You bitch. You bitch. What is this place? Home of the Earnest Mage. Visitors welcome. Good. I'd like to take all of your potted plants, please. Right, so there is definitely something in there. It says visitors welcome, so I'm allowed to go in, right? You enter a small cozy home buried into the side of this hill. There is an old man pacing around the room, lost in thought. When he sees you, he smiles, sits down, and motions for you to join him. Welcome, come in. I suspected you were coming, and I'm glad you have arrived safely. I get lonely. I'm just going to take some of your stuff. I hope you don't mind. But I don't care if you do mind. What's that? Teleporter notes, magical notes. Everyone's got magical notes everywhere. And you keep a potted plant in a chest. Why? You meet a small, heavily built mage with grey hair and a potbelly. His hair is unkempt. He clearly wasn't expecting visitors, or he just doesn't care. He pours you some tea. I am Ernest. Welcome to my humble abode. I'm glad someone is finally able to visit me. You live here alone? Yes, it is a pleasure to meet an Avernite at last. Welcome to my home. What makes you think I'm from Avernum? He holds his hands open as a peaceful gesture. Well, the paleness of your skin immediately marks you as an Avernite. Don't worry about it. You aren't likely to meet much hostility around Chrissan anyway. Why aren't the people around here hostile to us? Well, people are really busy worrying about whether the slimes will return, and they don't believe your lot is powerful enough to create them. So you're safe around here. The other provinces are a different story. What are attitudes like up north? I hear up north that they think the monster plagues were caused by your people. Be careful if you go up there. Avernum has many powerful mages, so I suspect that we may be powerful enough to have created this plague. Agreed. I know you are powerful enough. Did you create them or not? I couldn't care less. Avernites are as good to test my teleporters as anybody. Huh? How do you live out here in the wilderness? This little warren out in the remote reaches is where I do my teleportation research. It is so far out that not even the slimes came here. When there were slimes, that is. Tell me about your research. He smiles wryly. Seems like everyone's doing teleportation research these days, doesn't it? Well, my devices actually work. I'll even let you test them for a cost. What's the cost to use your teleporter? I've made teleporters that go to the 5 biggest cities in Valorem, a week's travel in an instant, generally somewhere safe, and only 50 gold for a chance to try one of them, he chuckles. Quite a bargain, eh? Let me know if you want to purchase a ticket. You can wander around and see all my work, just don't touch the crystal pillar. The pillar? My portals are powered by a powerful pillar of magically treated crystal. If you come across it, don't tinker with it, that would be bad, very bad. Where do the teleporters lead? To the 5 major cities of Valorem. Well, once there were 6, now just 5. Tell me about the cities. Oh, I never go there. I just send people there. What happened to the 6th? Oh, the keep of Tinraya was destroyed by monsters. How did you know that I was coming? Thanks to the power of teleportation, I frequently speak to people all over Chrissan province. Some of them have told me certain rumours regarding a group of travelling Avernites. Okay, this is interesting. So you're a teleporter dude. These journals contain copious notes on the magic and science of teleportation. They've been written by Ernest in a cribbed hand. The details are beyond your comprehension, although it's fun to imagine the ways you could kill yourself with the knowledge. Magic for Dummies. Many people these days are getting into all sorts of spellcasting. No longer is the powerful and lucrative field of magic restricted to only the talented and wise. Now you, yes, even you can learn spells. This book will teach you how to cast a variety of cantrips, which will easily perform tasks such as cleaning a floor of dust, cooking a rump roast in moments, or even spaying a cat. A spell to spay a cat. Nice. What is this? They're all exactly the same. There is a message carved into the floor in front of the portal. Pay earnest first. You try to step over the message, but you find as you pass that your feet tingle uncomfortably. Let's do a save then. And see what happens. That says Krisan, Shader, Lorelei, dangerous, Shamrick, very dangerous, Gale, extremely dangerous. So what he's trying to tell me is don't go to those places. Shamrick is where I need to go. It's good to know that I can teleport there if I want to. This is a massive crystal pillar. There are constant flickers of light within and the room is extremely warm. The crystal must be what powers the teleporters. Looks like adapted Vanatai magic. You have the sense to leave well enough alone. Ooh, a focusing crystal. Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, Ernest. I'm gonna go now. No, I really do want to go. I need to find a place to rest. What's down here? Absolutely nothing. Where's... Oh! Unicorn Grotto, Fort Emergent. And this is the shortcut we found right when we first came out, and there were tons of unicorns attacking us, I remember. Oi. You encounter a small pack of unicorns. The nasty pests are scavenging, blah blah blah, yeah, attack. Spiny crawler? They get so many critical hits. I hate it. Yeah, there you go, fuck you. I'm just a humble adventurer exploring. Aha. Aha. In this isolated vale, you find a stone circle. Huge carved stones covered with abstract designs loom over you. This place is ancient and almost completely overgrown. The sky over the circle is clearer and sunnier than anywhere around, and the air seems fresher. It's a very inviting place. I will enter. It's so inviting. You intend to look at the designs and search the place a bit, but once you're inside, your attention is completely grabbed by the altar. The mossy, rough, featureless stone in the center completely, inexplicably seizes your attention. You suddenly feel a powerful urge to kneel at the stone. Do you? Yes. You walk forward and kneel. Without thinking, you put your hands on the cool stone. For the briefest of moments it throbs with power, and you feel weak and lightheaded. Then the feeling passes, and suddenly there is new knowledge in your mind. It's as if it was there all along, and you only just remembered it. You have suddenly gained mastery of one of the simpler holy rituals. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Curing here. You concentrate and try to master this ritual. With work, you gain more proficiency with this spell. You stumble out of the stone circle, stunned by your experience. Soon, you look back, only to find that, while the stone circle is still there, the altar stone has disappeared. In mere moments, the magic fled this place. So I'm better at curing? I'm better at curing, but for some reason I can't see what curing is. Which is kind of annoying. Like I just want to see the spell, I don't want to cast anything. But oh well. What was that? The Inn of Blades. Oh, I do need to go back there, don't I? You come upon a battle. A band of ogres leading bears on chains are on the hunt. They are herding a small group of Nephilim into a circle. The Nephilim seem to be no match for their enemies. Help them? Yeah, why not? You give everyone haste. You heal that Nephilim. Holy shit. I didn't realize they were this strong. Okay, we need to be a bit more careful with what we do. For a start, we've done that. Right, let's just try and daze as many of these bastards as possible. I think that covers everybody. Right, you have to heal him. Right, who's not dazed? That bear is not dazed. You are. You are ensnared. Right, the two bears. So I guess let's focus on the bears for now. Seriously. Right, everyone's dazed. Let's call forth a beast. Another Nephilim. That's handy. You can't reach that target. Okay. You probably want to. Let's shield up. it's one bear down. You're dazed. You're not dazed, but you are ensnared. You're dazed. Let's get some of those fuckers. Yeah. What have we got? An enemy zombie. Let's just try and get rid of some of the extra little fuckers. Let's give everyone War Blessing. Okay, very good. You focus on... Oh, I'm standing right next to him, fuck. Or just miss. Sucks to be me, right? Let's try and re-daze everybody. Did anybody get dazed? Is that the most useless fucking daze on the face of the planet? Okay. Okay, good to know. Stop missing, seriously. Nice, okay. Right, we're getting there. You are hasted. Please, for the love of God, make use of it. Or don't. God. These Nephilim deserve to die, honestly. Fucking useless. Right, what have we got? Some stuff and an emerald. The Nephilim thank you, saying in their purring way how ogres often capture Nephilim for use as slaves and food. By way of thanks, they give you a small flask. They then depart, a good deal more cautious than before. And an energy elixir. That was a tough fight for... Like, am I not supposed to be here? Maybe. So where is here? So I'm right by that port town now. Dragglade. And that's where I need to go next. Let's get some levels up done. Strength. You are dexterity, of course. I'm going to give you bows and arrows. You can't do that anymore, so we'll give you some nature lore. And you, lady, are going to want... Okay. A group of soldiers from Farport watch this bridge. As you cross, they tell you that they're making sure none of the slimes to the south can cross here and get to Farport. Not being slimes, they let you pass without comment. Oh, thanks. Right. Let's do the usual. We'll circle the town. You are child. I'm busy. Guard. Greetings. Guard, guard. Keep in line. What a strange looking town. I'm going to take your net and your fishing pole, though. And you don't mind if I just steal your stuff, I presume? Ah, boats! Oh, it's a ferry. That makes sense. He says keep in line. I will keep in line, I promise. Townswoman. Some gloves I can take. A shovel I can take. Right. Let's do some exploring. Your gorge rises as you realize what is scuttling before you. It's an enormous cockroach. It's huge and filthy and makes a constant hissing noise. Slimes are one thing, but you can't imagine living someplace infested with these things. Is this going to be the next plague, I wonder? Cockroaches. If I can take them, I will. Wait, they're not junk though. I think we were giving these to her. I think you can craft with them. We'll see. And thread you might be able to craft with as well. I'll find out at some point. now someone can see me. There we go, no one saw a thing. What is in here? A wizard is always a good sign. Magic for dummies. I think I read this already, right? Yeah. You take the herbs, that and that can be junkified. That and that can be junkified. This pedestal has a large scholarly text sitting on it. It looks carefully handwritten. Read it. The place of Valorim by Nell of the Isle of Begail. The continent of Valorim is the most unusual and wild of the lands controlled by the Empire, and many questions remain about its future. It was only recently settled after all, and the frontier spirit remains. The people of Valorim have little in common with our Empire cousins. We have not been as controlled by the Empire bureaucracy, and do not share many of its prejudices, such as the lethal hatred of Nephilim and Avernites. As more people flood into our land and we become more similar to the more settled, controlled other Empire continents, the question is, how will the wilder spirits of Valorim deal with the inevitable crushing control the Empire brings? One thing is for sure. Before long, we will look more and more to Blackcrag Fortress, the massive Empire stronghold at the north end of Valorim. But will they look down on us with understanding or not? Good question. Hi, Nell. There is an elderly woman in the robes of a mage sitting at the desk. She was writing when you came in, but she sets aside her pen and smiles. I'm Nell. Welcome, Avernite. How do you know I'm from Avernum? Your skin is the easiest clue. I am sort of an Avernite myself, having had to leave my home recently. Now I'm a scribe. Where are you from? I understand something of being in exile from your home. I am a native of the Isle of Begail. If you want to go there, you can get a boat at the north end of town. Unfortunately, I had to leave. I was harassed by the Anima. What did the Anima do to you? The Anima control the Isle of Begail, my long-time home. They make life difficult for any mages there. I can understand their prejudice about magic in this day and age, but you can't blame me for not wanting to be subjected to it. So you left because you feared the Anima. No, I did fear them, but I would not let them drive me from my home. No, I left because my home was infested with roaches. I lived in Shader, but the guards wouldn't help me. Well, if I see them, I might be able to kill them for you. That would be greatly appreciated. My home is in the southwest corner of Shader. Don't expect the guards to help, though. The guards there only help the Anima. Outsiders shouldn't expect help. Will I be able to get into your home? That's a fair question. I sealed the entrance with brick before I left. The only way in is through the back entrance through the sewer. Okay. Avernite, me, why? I have to get going. Fair enough, safe travels, but rest assured that your secret, if it was a secret, would be safe with me. I was only joking, Nell. I'll talk to you again, I promise. What is a scribe? I write books. One of mine is over on that pedestal over there. She points to the southwest corner of the room. This here is a little treatise I threw together. She indicates a scroll on the table in front of her. Now, to make money, I also create magical scrolls. Interested in a purchase? What do you have for sale? She is expensive, but... Oh, return to life. That would be useful, but I'm going to save my money for actually buying spells and training and stuff, I think. Okay. What else have we got in this little town? The sign says Orsina's Bed and Breakfast. A tired-looking woman greets you with a cup of tea. She doesn't seem to mind that you broke into her home. I'm Orsina. Welcome to my homey, rustic little cottage. I have rooms to rent for respectable young people. What sort of business are you in? She tries to smile warmly, but it just doesn't work out. I run a cozy little bed and breakfast here. There's a nice cozy room available next door. Only 5 coins for the night. It's what I do while my hubby is away. Where is your husband? Her eyes get a faraway look, and worry wrinkles appear on her forehead. He's a soldier. He's off fighting. Fighting who? He's helping clear out a few slimes that remain. It is sad that he is so far away, but I think he'll return soon. How long will he be gone? I got a letter from him just the other day. He says he may be home in a few weeks. I hope it is true. Until then, I must make do. I'd like to rent the room, please. She lets you into the promised cozy room next door and bids you good night. The next morning, she greets you with hot water, tea and crumpets. You spent worse nights. Cool. Now I'm gonna steal things from you. I hope that's okay. I needed to rest because I was under the effects of that stupid pixie sylph dryad creature and not at all happy about it, I might point out. Alright, I'm guessing he's who I rent a boat from. I'll go and talk to him at the end, I guess. Need the arms. A muscled, efficiently shaped Nephil stands at the anvil, carefully building an accent. You cannot help but admire the skill and patience he is putting into the work. He turns to you. I am Mher. Welcome to my shop. How's business? Mher. I do little now. The shortages are great. I cannot travel far, so I stay here and make do with what I can. Things are rare. What's causing the shortages? He shakes his head, and his tail twitches nervously. Little shipping happens now, with all the monsters everywhere. I cannot get fresh metal to forge weapons. Thus, I spend my time only doing improvements on things, repairing the rivets, sharpening the plows. Why don't you travel? He shakes his head. Today and for years, much hatred is in the Empire for my kind. It is better here, but if I go far, humans be very dark. I prefer not to speak of it. What sort of arms do you make? He purrs. Weapons that are not so good as what I could do with good metal, but good weapons will do the job, and armor. I help you, warrior. 2 bars of fine steel, a crystal with energy. I make them into fine breastplates. Can you make a nice breastplate for me? Give 2 pieces of fine steel and 1 focusing crystal. Yeah, sure. The smith takes the material and invites you to leave and explore town for a while. When you return, you collect a new fine breastplate. No, thank you. I don't meet many Nephilim in Empire towns. It is safer here, but more dangerous to north. Myrrh. I like seeing other Nephil, like you, in the towns. It makes me feel things are safe. A gleaming dagger. I don't particularly need that, though. What did you make for me? A steel breastplate, which is what I currently have. £18. My current is £12.5. That's £15. So actually, that no longer encumbers me. That can go there, then that can go there. He's slowly getting a little bit stronger. At least he's a little bit stronger than the mages, or he can carry a little bit more than the mages now. Cool, thanks, Mher. Right, what have we got in here? Nothing that I can steal? Everything is stealing to you. Oh, you do like your stuff. Oh, it's chef. You don't do anything for me, do you? A large, smelly man stands near the docks. He holds several rolls of grimy tickets in his hands. My name's Vok. I sell boat tickets. What are the tickets for? I got tickets for Port Townsend and Sharamik. Boat ride, 10 coins per group. And if you want to purchase one, and don't bug me otherwise, I ain't got time for small talk. I'll take some tickets. Which one, Sparky? Port Townsend or Sharamik? Well, I'm in Townsend, aren't I? I don't want any tickets. Then we got nothing to say to each other. Move along. So I guess Alexander wants you to explore briefly and report to him what you've seen. Oh, so maybe I should go back to Anaximander. What did I have left to do in the? There was a boulder blocking there. There were some magic barriers I couldn't get past. There was a locked door I couldn't open. There's actually quite a lot I had left to do. I think maybe what we do, I'll come around here and back down and explore the rest of this area. What's that sign say? Scenic Overlook. Oh, that is definitely where I can improve a spell. I hope I can get my own boat at some point. Okay, so this is this mountain path area. So let's just go and investigate all of this area first. You find a crude wooden hut built out here far from civilization. Smoke trails up from a stone chimney. There must be a hermit living here. Knock on the door. You knock and knock, but there's no response. The door is locked. You leave the hermit to his, her, its solitude. Okay. Sorry to disturb. Let's go see what this is. There is a barricade at the end of the valley, with buildings behind it. You approach, thinking the people behind the barrier are humans. When you get closer, you see they're hunched, swarthy and misshapen. They're troglodytes. They easily spot you as you get closer and bring forth a formidable number of weapons. They seem content to let you make the first move. Leave. Probably a wise choice. The troglodytes look relieved and you avoid a big fight. I just wanted to save. Let's go back. Approach and talk. When you approach, several javelins thud into the ground in front of you. That was a warning shot. They look ready to heft a much more accurate volley. You decide to look for conversation somewhere else. Attack. When you approach, javelins rain all about you. When you keep going, the javelins are thrown with unnerving accuracy. The troglodytes are ready for you. You manage to take more than a few scratches, only to find that the tips of the javelins are coated with something. You see a humanoid. It's like a human, but hunched, twisted. It has dark skin and piggy eyes. You've heard of these things from legend. It's a troglodyte. This is very strange. They were said to be extinct, and they're definitely very, very real. And what have they done to me? I'm weak, I'm slow, and I'm taking acid. Right, we might be fucked. Okay, let's not do that again. Let's just make a little note. West Farport Troglodyte Town. The mountain pass is unfortunately guarded. When you get halfway through, bands of misshapen humanoids emerge from crude wooden palisades and move into a position in front and behind you. They have weapons out and ready. One of the larger creatures, brandishing a massive halberd, yells, "This is our pass. You pass, you give us 30 coins, else we slit you bad." Let's see if we can attack them. You see a humanoid. It's... okay, yeah. Yep. Why are we all slow and war cursed? Right, well parried. That was actually quite impressive. Right, we're hasted. Let's just daze as many of these bastards as we can. And then we definitely want to shield up. We are all hasted. Let's give us a war curse. We're all shielded. Let's give us war blessing. Does anyone not have Spine Shield? He doesn't. Wish this guy would stop encroaching on me. Right, done. We are... He's not shielded, and he needs to be. Another one bites the dust. Right, got. Let's just start smiting some of the bastards down, I guess. Anyone who tries to run away dies, you know that. You've got spine shield, you've got spine shield. Stop telling me I can't reach him. He's right there. Hopefully she can see him through the window. Yeah. Miss. Right, what have we got? A cloak, a couple of bronze broadswords. I don't think broadswords are bad for mages per se. And a gold necklace. Okay. Let's just see if these guys can have a broadsword. Seems a bit weird, but you know, they might enjoy it. Currently 22 to 88, 25 to 100. It is a lot better. And how about you? 20 to 80, 25 to 100. Right, there we go. You're all equipped with bronze swords now. No, bronze broadswords even. And one less threat dealt with as we come down from the right back around through the Crescent province. You find someone has concealed a large supply cache here. There's no shortage of unappealing troglo food. There are also several bunches of javelins held together with leather thongs. I will take them. Steel javelins. Nice. A cottage! You find a crude wooden hut built out here far from civilization. Knock on the door. The door opens a crack and an eye peers out at you from the shadows. There's an unpleasant smell in the air. The eye looks you over and its owner speaks with a raspy voice. I've been waiting for someone up here. I need someone to take a message for me. It's tough to get messages places. You'll get money on delivery. It has to go to another hut to the north, on the other side of the mountain. Will you do it? Yeah, why not? A humanoid hand so dirty you can't tell the race or species of the owner emerges from the darkness. It holds a folded, sealed message on ragged parchment. Take this over the mountains and hurry it up. I will save. And I will go and deliver. Knock on the door. You yell that you have a message, the door opens a crack and a filthy hand reaches out for it, grabs it, pulls it back in. A sack of coins flies out and the door shuts. The person inside yells, "Come back in a minute." The door opens a crack again, the eyeball reappears. Got a message for you. To take it back. Another payment in it for you. Do it? Yes. I'm being chased by creatures. Serpents, in fact. I'll fight you, serpents. The end. The door opens and the filthy hand re-emerges. Great, give it here. You give the message and get your payment. The person says, "I'll have another message for you in just a minute." Will you do it? Yes. Come back in a minute. Knock on the door. I'll have another message for you in a minute. That's 70 coins. I'm going to do like a proper save because I feel like this is just wasting time. Message delivery. Knock on the door. Will you do it? Yes. Okay. If this is just getting some money, then I'll reload. Come back in a minute. Okay. Yes. Okay. Because the money is slowly going up. Oh, bears. Hello, bears. Criticals. Oh, why would I do that? For fuck's sake. And not nice. Oh, so I can now cure 3 hostile effects at once on any person. That is good to know. I was going up this way, right? Knock on door. Oh, was I? God, I must be coming back this way. Door. At first it's the same routine, you give the message and get paid, then you hear shouts from inside the hut. The door flies open, revealing a tiny, filthy old woman. Behind her, on a table by a smoky fire, you see a chessboard. A game is in progress. She screeches, "You and that old bastard can go to hell. I was cheated, I tell you. Cheated." The door slams shut so hard the cloud of ancient paint chips flies off. Knock on the door. Oh no. It was a game of chess in progress. Let's go and see if he does anything now that we've told him. She's saying he cheated. Oh, okay. Let's reload that quick save. Was rather interesting, wasn't it? What's this? Nothing is the answer. What are you? When you get close, this band of goblins stops and inspects you, evaluating your gear and general order of badassery. They don't like what they see. They move away quickly, looking for easier prey. The sign says, "Beware goblins to the southeast." Okay, goblins do not want to mess with me anymore. That's good to know. That was the... Oh, this was an inn that we skipped past before, didn't we? Yeah. Let's go and explore what's in this inn. What is in the inn? Well, there's a fucking bear. Fortunately, you're no match for me, bear. Some healing herbs. Hurrah! You enter the Inn of Blades. This well-defended outpost provides a hot meal and safe bed for many of Valorum's travelers. The guards let you in, though they watch you nervously as you pass. Don't watch me nervously, I'm a good kid. You try to make conversation, but you don't have any luck. Most of the travelers on the dangerous roads of Valorum just want to keep to themselves. There's a dog! 2 dogs! Excuse me. Right, let's explore the outskirts of the inskirts of the town. So bored. Do you reckon this does something? Nope. Aha. A fine wine. I'll take it. Who have we got in here? Chef. You get everywhere, chef. Can I sell stuff to you, though? I'd like to sell something. I'd like to sell everything I've got in here. The only things you don't take are those maps. Given that, you can have them. There is a guard in here. Time for a break. I can't take anything though. You're gonna tell me that everything is stealable? You bastard. You bastard guard. Then there was this one. Just some mushrooms. And then we'll come in through here. Okay. Welcome, traveller. I'm going to take anything that you don't consider stealing. Thanks, squire. So what have we got? Townsman. You try to make conversation, but you don't have any luck. Most of the travellers of the dangerous roads of Avernum just want to keep to themselves. Townswoman. You're Orals. You're Claude. Are you the only two named people? Oh, Arian as well. There is a mage sitting here, deep in his cups. He motions you to sit with him. I'm Arian. He takes a swig of his beer. How are you? He's fuzzy and disconnected. Where are you travelling to? Nowhere yet. I've been stuck here for a while. Minor difficulties. He shrugs and drinks more. I was going south to find a teacher. I just came from the Isle of Beguile. Why are you stuck? He drinks some beer and seems to approve of the taste. There are worse places to be stuck, but I would prefer to settle my difficulties and keep moving south. You didn't really answer my question. He looks at you blankly. That's more than I want to go into. Just a minor disagreement regarding some lumps of metal. What's so special about lumps of metal? I have concealed several pieces of metal nearby. I wish it brought to me. It is not too valuable to most, but it has uses for my work. To the north, on the east side of the river, are several spires of stone in a diamond shape. The metal is hidden at the base of a stone spire due north of the center of the diamond. Please bring it to me. I will reward you. Why don't you get it yourself? It's complicated. I'm scared of that woods. I get lost easily. No more reason than that. He drinks deep from his ale. I have another question. Who is the teacher you're looking for? He is a wizard. None know his name, but he travels around Krizan province spreading wisdom. What sort of wisdom? He has said, when you find the identity of another, you lose the identity of yourself. One can ponder his wisdom for many months and not see the true heart of it. I need a teacher too. Can you teach us anything? You teach me nothing I don't already know. Are you feeling alright? Sure, nothing a gallon of beer can't help. He then takes another swig. How could I get to the isle? Head north to Farport. You can catch a ferry. Watch out though, the island's infested with horrible disease-carrying bugs. Well, okay then. Or else. The man at the bar wears very loose blue robes. He eats a Spartan meal of bread and fruit. Greetings, traveller. You are looking for company to ease your minds during the long journey, yes? I am Arals. Why are you here? I am a traveller. Until recently, I lived on the Isle of Begale. He munches a bit of crust. Why did you leave the Isle of Begale? I learned much there, but the monsters became too threatening, so I decided to leave for a while. What sort of monster plague afflicts Begale? The isle has been set upon by hordes of cockroaches. They're huge and they carry lethal diseases. Not a place that encourages people to stay. So yeah, the cockroaches are the next plague, I guess. What is the Anima Church? He smiles enigmatically. What they teach I am unworthy to interpret to you. You will simply have to visit. The Anima effectively rule over the island. You should have little trouble finding them. You can reach the island by boat. How do I find a boat heading to Begale? He takes a sip of water. Take the road north from here. At the T intersection to the northeast, go to Farport to the west. There you can take a boat to Begale. I wish you luck. Now I have much to ponder. Many apologies. I'm not done with you yet. What is Begale like? Splendid isle, home of the Anima Church. It is a source of great learning. Alas, there is a plague there, and what I learned didn't justify the risk. What sort of monster plague afflicts Begale? Cockroaches. What's the Anima Church? How do I get there? Conversation ends. Okay. Claw Hardblade. There is an old man behind the counter pulling beers. He doesn't look very strong or agile, but he has several large knives sheathed at his belt. They're clearly meant for more than cooking. He nods at you. Welcome, traveller. Bet you've come a long way. I'm known as Claw Hardblade. What is this place? I've run this inn for many years. We have our own special brew of beer, only 5 coins for a round. We also have 1 room open, 10 coins for the night. How long have you run the place? I started this inn when Krizan province was still the border of civilization. Back then, everything was much rougher. Where is Krizan province relative to everywhere else? This is the southernmost province in Valorim, and the most recently settled. When people first moved down here about 20 years ago, it was pretty rough. How rough was it? There were bandits down here, and goblins, and hordes of Nephilim too. I provided a safe place for people to stay when moving south. That's when I got my nickname. Are there any goblins left? He pats the knives at his side. Most of them are gone, but not all. That's where my nickname came from. Tell me about your nickname. I took on the name Claw Hardblade so people knew I meant business. I did my share of killing to back up the name. Now people won't call me anything else, and it lets people pretend it's still the rough old days. So I'm Claw Hardblade until I retire. There you go. What happened to all the Nephilim? He seems unwilling to talk about it in the presence of Nephilim. It was a terrible injustice. Not all of them were hostile. You know how the Empire was towards non-humans. How is the Empire now? Much better if you ask me. Since Empress Prazak came to power, non-humans have actually been tolerated. That's why you can be here without everyone shouting to hang the Nephil. I don't need anything else. Then come back when you need me. Feel free to rest, talk, play cards. Just don't cause any trouble. Okie doke. I will not cause trouble. On weaponry. Come on, everyone in so I can steal all this stuff. A studded belt is 4%. What belt have you got on? Blessed belt 6%. You've got on a normal belt of 4%. And then you should have a normal belt on, yep. And 15 ways to kill. And then on weaponry, I'm pretty sure I've already read that as well. Marvelous. So in terms of where I didn't explore, did I go in there? Because Because that is Krisan. I feel like maybe I should come down here. You enter the village of Silvar. Coincidentally, Silvar is the name of one of the largest cities in Avernum. Who knows, perhaps the Silvar below was originally founded by a homesick person who lived here prior to banishment. Oh. Interesting. Nothing on the outside of town, however. Besides some trash. And a beautiful crystal. Yoink. Why would people throw that away? The sign says the Temple of Divine Lucre. The Silvar docks are empty. There are no ships and no sailors. The monsters plaguing Valorim must have brought sea travel to a halt. Good day. More dogs? Where did all the dogs come from? Is it because there's no more slimes? Townsman, guard. Gardener. This priest is wandering the streets of the city. He wears rough woolen clothes which looks like they've been worn through muddy swamps from one end of the continent to the other. Only a small wooden ankh marks him as a holy man. I'm Gardener. You look like you've been through a lot. He fingers his ankh. I've been wandering the lands, trying to help people deal with the monsters that plague us. Where have you wandered? I was up near Sharamik and Lorelei recently, until I heard this province is getting very little help from the Empire. I came here. I've walked many miles. Where are Sharamik and Lorelei? These two major cities are in the middle of the continent of Valorim. They have been attacked by wave upon wave of humanoids, giants and troglodytes. It is a deadly area to visit. So I wonder if plagues, like different bits, are being affected by different plagues, maybe. I have another question. What do you know of the monster plague? In my wanderings, I have heard the slimes attacking Krisan are actually rather benign. Some cities have been attacked by giants, others by troglodytes. I have heard rumours of golems and bizarre furred beasts. Most unnerving at all, Shader has encountered a truly bizarre horror. What happened to Shader? Shader has been attacked by waves of gigantic cockroaches. He shudders. Filthy beasts. It's hard to believe, but I have seen them. How do you help people? I am mainly a healer. I do what I can in return for a small fee to keep me on the road. Perhaps you need my services. Could you train me in the path to holiness? No, I'm afraid not. I'm a worker, not a teacher. You should go to Shader on the Isle of Begale. Much magical and holy instruction can be found there. I'm very happy to hear it. A rare thing to hear in these troubled times. Okay, what's that? Calder's Inn. Just a guard in here. Oh, he's taken his begging bowl. Kilborn. This man is fastidiously cleaning, counting, stacking and restacking several large piles of coins on top of the altar. The coins are all shapes and sizes from all over. He gives you a polite little bow. I'm Kilborn. Welcome to the Temple of the Divine Lucre. I don't know what that word is. What sort of temple is this? Information is power. Power costs. I will tell you our philosophy, but only for a few coins and the services we offer for only 20. Come on, can't you tell me a little bit about your doctrine? I repeat, our philosophy costs 5 gold, and a list of services we offer costs 20. Have the slimes threatened your temple recently? Of course. The damage they have caused has been repaired only at great expense. The health of this shrine's coffers has been seriously drained. What sort of temple is this? Alright, here is some money. Tell me about your philosophy. We believe that the making of money helps all of us. Ambition lifts the poor from the gutter, and profit is the surest path to a happy life. And in the endeavours of money making, we lead by example. How do you lead by example? It is only fitting that a priest of the faith of monetary gain would be the richest among his flock, is it not? Kilborn flashes you an unctuous smile. What sort of temple is this? I already know your philosophy. Tell me about the services you can provide. Well, we no longer offer healing, I'm afraid. Not cost effective, even with the slime attacks. I do, however, have several spells I can teach very efficiently. I can also perform the rare ritual of added value. If you bring me quality materials, steel, crystal and leather, and a modest payment, I can magically turn them into superior goods. So bring quality material, steel, crystal and leather. Okay. What spells do you teach? You teach nothing that I don't already have. That was useless. He looks over your supplies. I need 50 coins of focusing crystal and the finest steel or leather. Then I can transform them. Let me know what you would like. So that is boots or a cloak. 1 piece of fine leather, 1 focusing crystal. Kilborn takes the money and materials, then he casts his spell. The components liquefy, merge and form a new item. An item with a much higher financial value. He hands you the new boots. It was a pleasure doing holy business with you. I receive blessed boots. Okay. I don't have any ideas. Okay. So the only thing I could do was blessed boots. Let's have a look at what they are. 8% armor. That is much better than 4% armor. I'll give you that much. Who doesn't have... You've got heavy boots on. You're wearing normal boots and you're wearing those slippers. Okay, thanks Kilburn. Who are you? Weaponsmith. I would like to sell something. I would like to sell all in my junk bag. You sell a load of garbage. And all of that is just considered stealing. Oh, chef's back. Nothing new to say to me. It looks and smells like some slime slipped inside this house. The results weren't pretty. Everything inside is covered with acidic slime and slowly decaying. Then perhaps we should... make sure to kill everything in this room. Group heal? Yes, please. Wait, where did you come from? like they're just spawning out of nowhere again. I thought we fixed this plague. You see a human skeleton, perfectly cleaned of flesh. This must be the remains of this house's owner. That's unfortunate. I'll just take your stuff. I hope you don't mind. You will be pleased to know that I've dealt with the plague, though. Hello, Tinker. You say exactly the same thing. Which means I don't need to talk to you. Some dice. Lovely. Townswoman child, get out, get out. You enter the house and see a woman and her child sitting down to a very meagre meal. They're desperately thin. The slimes have brought them hard times. Your entrance first terrifies, then angers them. They scream at you to leave. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. You're just some guards. Secrets of training. Some wine. A broom. Lands of the Empire. Vorgar and Kelder. This man's plate armor, vicious greatsword, and epic muscles mark him as one not to be trifled with. Markings on his breastplate mark him as an Empire dervish, a member of the Empire's elite shock troops. A brief look at you raises his eyebrows. He debates what to do about you. Then he sullenly stares into his ale. I'm Vorgar, he grumbles. Are you stationed here? Yeah. I have been placed here to fend off the slimes. It is one of my easier assignments. So Silvar is safe then? While I'm here, they wanted to send 2 dervishes. I told them that would be overreacting. At any rate, there are few of us in Krizan province. There don't seem to be many Empire troops in Krizan. He grunts. The Empire was placed little of its strength in Krizan. I know not why, but it is not my place to question the wisdom of my benevolent masters. Are you stationed here? What? Wait. What was one of your harder assignments? He frowns. I served in Avernum. I was part of a unit that was ambushed by a Vanatai and Worm Patrol. Worms were what Empire troops called Avernites. What happened to your unit? Only I and one of us survived. The Vanatai even slew the wounded. I made an oath. What was your oath? When all this business with the slimes is done, I will go back down there, alone or with others, and all you worms will pay. Count on it. He clearly recognizes you as an Avernite. Considering the paleness of your skin, it is not too surprising. Worms? That's a pretty rude term. Oh yeah? He stands up, puts his hand on the pommel of his sword. Well, worms, I'm not going to stop saying it. You got a problem with that? Guess not. He sits back down. Thought not. Get out of my office, worms. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, we do. Want to fight? You got one. Finally, a chance for some sweet vengeance. Prepare to die, worms. He draws his blade. The innkeeper flees in terror. I think this guy might be hard. Okay, no one can hit anyone apparently. I've got Cloak of Shadows. I've given everyone haste. Let's summon a snake. And throw a fireball at you. You're all shielded. Give everyone a war blessing. I gave him a war blessing as well. You're lucky. You lucky boy. No, don't smite him. Done, done. Let's get a shade in here. $124 resisted points. That. But I miss with my bow, so it makes sense. Now you can smite. And miss. Ow. Right, do we think that was the right thing to do? He did say he was going to go back and start killing people in Avernum. I guess my question is, what happened to the innkeeper? Does anyone remember what she was called? Maybe we should leave town, go back into town. Is she back? Need anything, Kelda? The innkeeper is a rotund woman with long dark hair. She's reading a book. When you approach the bar, you have to clear your throat to get her attention. I'm Kelda. Welcome to my inn. How fares this place? Not too well. Not much business, what with all the slimes. I'll give you a good room for only 3 coins, and wine for 1. Best prices in the province. Have the slimes been a real bother? Ever since the slime started appearing, it's been nothing but constant attacks. Oh well, at least we didn't end up like Colchis. I'm afraid to ask what happened to Colchis. The poor village was only 20 miles to the east. I say was, they were hit by even more slime attacks than us. Constant. The humans abandoned the place and the slimes took over. Nothing but ruins there now. Why did Colchis get more slimes? Not sure. Everyone knows why they've... nobody knows why they got more attacked than us. One thing I've heard though, the farther west from here you go, the fewer slimes there are. We know why that is. The slime's lair was to the east. Oh, very interesting. Well, there have been a lot less attacks lately, so I'm glad you found it. Okay, no one seems to give a shit that I killed that guy and he was a dick, so I'm gonna stick by my decision and leave him dead. What's my reputation now? Still recognized. Which probably isn't a great thing, given that we're fleeing from everyone. That's probably it, right? I think that's everything here. Where next? Where next indeed? That was Colchis, we did that. That was the slime pit. So yeah, we've explored everything around here. I guess let's go see if we've got... So we've got Krisan. Shader. That's unicorn horns. Kill roaches for Nell, that's in Shader. Get the metal lumps. That's Krisan. Find Dominique. Investigate Shader. So why don't we go to Krisan? For fuck's sake. This place really does look a bit worse for wear, doesn't it? Could go see what's on the job board as well, see if there's anything else that's appeared. Message for Ernest. I'll take it, because I know where Ernest is now. Right, who did we have? Investigate Shader to do research, help us find Dominique. Beauty for the Dryad. Far to the east, okay. Get the metal lumps, kill the cockroaches, unicorn horns, Captain. So there's Captain Agrod. Captain Agrod and Dawn. Where were either of those people? Captain's office, there we go. I'd like to sell some unicorn horns. You don't have any unicorn horns to give him. He pulls out a small hip flask and takes a swig. Keeping people like you from causing trouble. I'm the Empire liaison for this area. I'm the one who ended the slime plagues here. You didn't get rid of the slime plagues, I did. But you won't be writing a report to the Empire, and I will, so there it is. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. For fuck's sake. I sold all my unicorn horns. Oh well. Where's the inn then? Is it here? Is this the inn? I'm looking for someone called Sarah, aren't I? McElroy, guard. Or maybe this guy will sell us a boat now as well. You stand in the middle of a ruined shipyard. The pattern of the wreckage tells quite the story, clearly. Large holes have been melted into the city wall, probably with acid, enabling the slimes to slip through. After that, the scorched walls indicate heavy spell use, causing fires. More acid completed the destruction. Finally, the holes were plugged with magical barriers, and the building was left abandoned. A sour smell hangs over the ruins. One thing is clear. Individually, the slimes may not be that powerful. In groups, however, they can wreak remarkable amounts of damage. Oh no! I thought I would be able to buy that boat from somebody. I can't remember who was in here, but I'm guessing they're dead now. which is a real shame. Oh, is this the inn? Right, Sarah. Gypsy. Oh no, it's Dawn, wasn't it? Dawn takes the dryad's hair and inspects it. Good, I can weave this into a charm. It will give me a look at sea and help me find love. We sailors have tricks of our own. In return, she gives you a stick she won in a poker game. I don't need it. A stick? What stick did you give me? An oozing wand. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that, Dawn. Most appreciated. Right, let's go... What should we do? Go deliver that letter to... Ernest, I guess. Well, I guess there's a few things we need to do. I want to come up there. It was in here, wasn't it? As you search the hills, you find the 6-foot-high pile of stones you were told about, flanked by 2 stone spires. You poke around in the pile and find several lumps of something odd. It seems like metal, but is far too light and tall. You pick up the odd-looking rocks and pocket them. As you turn, you see nomads emerge from behind the stone spires. You would swear that they weren't there before. They immediately move to attack. These rocks must be precious to them. Why you attack me? Hey. What a dickwad. Nice. Level me up, level me up. You closely inspect the bodies of the cultists who mugged you. You find something interesting. All of them have small red eyes tattooed on the insides of their wrists. You don't find any other signs of who they are or where they're from. Okay, let's go deliver that back to him. Who was it? It was you, wasn't it? I brought the lumps of metal you hid. You present the metal to him. He takes it eagerly. Did you have any trouble? You tell him about the ambush. He seems troubled. Oh dear, I'll have to be very careful when I head south. Now for your reward. Nowadays, little is more useful than spells, especially with the monsters about. I left a spell tome in my room. I will unlock the door for you. Feel free to read it. Now that you have your metal, are you leaving? He finishes his drink. Yes, I am. Before I go though, I'll leave something for you. If you need to revisit the tome I left for you, it will remain in my room. He stands and bows and leaves. Okay. And he's leaving me all of his stuff. Wonderful. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Slow here. You concentrate and try to master the ritual. With work, you gain more proficiency with this spell. Gains advanced knowledge of the spell Slow. I don't think I even had that before, but now I do. Slows nearby enemies, causing them to occasionally miss around in combat. That's handy. What's the difference between that and Daze, though? Daze affects an area, Slow affects nearby foes. So that's in a circle around you, and that costs more. They occasionally miss around, but if they're dazed, they have a chance of not being able to move or attack. Struggling to tell what the actual difference is between those two. Right, where are we? Where do we need to go? We need to go up there, so I think if we take the shortcut... Oh, fuck's sake. Up this way. Oh, you do want to attack? Barely get anything for killing them these days. Right, let's head over to this tower. Son of a biscuit. I have a letter for you, sir. That little fanfare. Ernest takes the message and touches it to his forehead. Then he mutters something and the message bursts into flame. Thank you. He tips you a pouch of silver coins. Marvellous. So I get the feeling those quests on the job board are just like little... There's no story behind them, it's just filler. That's what I'm thinking. Right, what shall I give myself? Summoning focus? Sage Lore sounds quite useful, actually. Blessed Warrior, 10% chance of the ground under your feet being blessed. Let's give him that. Let's give him that. Cockroaches. Apparently exclamation marks don't work in Save the Game. Cockroaches then. I do. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, I think. Nearly a 3-hour stream. We've done a fair bit more. We've now, actually, if we look at our maps, we've done most of this. There's a few things I need to go and do in Avernum. I've also covered like that as well. I'm not too sure what this part of the map represents. Oh, I think it's southern and northern. So we're getting there. So this bit must be Crescent Province. And then when I move up into here, I'll get the next province, which might incorporate this. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we'll see next time, won't we? Won't be tomorrow. I'm playing D&D. I'll probably see you on Tuesday. Have a very good Sunday, everybody, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.